Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Dark Souls Remastered. Today's episode we're going to go take on the last Lord Soul, which is Gwyn's bequeathed Lord Soul that he gave to Seath the Scaleless. Try and say that 10 times fast. So, we're going to head up to the Duke Archives, which we've already been before. We went there we need an item to get to the DLC. Let me pass, please. Thank you. I don't think I got the bonfire up here. If I remember correctly, the pigs were being assholes, so I didn't get the bonfire. I think I will get it this time, so I'll kill the pigs, because honestly, they're irritating. And I don't want to do this run back every time if I die. And things do a shit ton of damage in the Duke Archives, so I may die. Ow. Particularly if I don't roll. There we go. I think I'm good. I don't think he can come out of here. I think he gets angry and tries to hit you, but... Ow. See, he starts walking back. There we go, he's dead. And we get a Fangbone helm. I may have already got one of them. I think I did, like, the very start of this playthrough, which was a long-ass time ago. Like, it's not a huge amount of parts, but I took a break in the middle, and I also, because I'm doing, like, month to month with my recording schedule, it ends up being weird like that. And if you guys remember, there is another boar here. Surprisingly easy to take out, to be perfectly honest. He just kind of let me do that. But this here is the bonfire I wanted to get. And I didn't get last time. At the very least, that boar right there does not respawn. The other one might. I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. No, I think they're both non-respawning, which is good. Alright, so we're back in the Duke Archives, and I now have a bonfire there, so... I'm not going to have to run through that area again, which is good. Did I pull the... I did pull the lever, that's fine. It's just taking a while. Taking longer than I expected. But as I said, the enemies in this area do a shit ton of damage. So, you've always got to be kind of careful with it. Particularly if they get buffed. Which they usually do. I'm actually bringing my shield out for this, in all honesty. Case in point. I made two-hand actually, I think I've changed my mind. Because two-handing one-shots these guys. Whereas one-handing does not. The arrow guys are assholes, so I don't want to deal with them, but at the same time, I kind of have to deal with them. I say I have to deal with... I could run past them. It's a very valid strategy to just do this. That's going to hit me. Run around here. There's an item there, obviously I missed, but I'd care less. Move, you cock. Move, you arsehole. Perfectly valid strategy. We can get back to that area later if I really want to, but I'll be honest, I don't really want to. There's a few items around there. Most notably, there is some souls, I guess, is probably the most useful thing over there. There should be a dude in here. Yeah, this guy. I believe there's also a crystal lizard up here. Yep. Nice. Now I could show up... There is a skip. This is an intended death. You have to die in this next area. There is a skip you can do, so you don't have to do this. What I'm going to do instead is just put on a rare ring of sacrifice, because honestly that works just as well. And I have a bunch of them, so... Unless I got 3. Yeah, sure. I took off my armor there so I could die more quickly. But here's Seath. He's completely invulnerable in this stage. You can shoot him with arrows, you can do whatever you want, he just doesn't die. You can see the curse builds up fairly quickly in this area. If you get hit by the actual beam, there we go. Lots more damage. I cursed just as I died. But this will actually teleport you to a further forward bonfire. Which is very, very strange. Like, it's the only place in the game that does that, I think. There we go, my rare rings. Rare ring of sacrifice shattered. I'm fine with this. What do I want? Probably just poise, in all honesty. Armor... I'm tempted to go back to what I had, but at the same time... I can't remember what that was. Shadow Garb... I was not wearing. I think I was wearing this, because it's better in every way, right? I could probably wear the full gold hem set at this point. I'll try it. I vaguely remember it being too heavy? But it might be alright now. I'm gonna Mask of the Father, which will up my equip load. Still mid-rolling on that. It's insane. 35... Tough 35... Okay. So I'm close. Let's trade these out for something lighter. Anyway, fast rolling then. So this is locked. This guy has a key though, and he was dumb enough to lean up against the bars. So we can kill him. There's some dudes in here. Could parry these guys, I suppose. There we go. Honestly, I don't know why I killed them. I don't think there's any benefit to doing so. There's a door here, which requires a different key, apparently. I'm gonna light this bonfire, I'm not gonna bother sitting at it. The reason being is that you're hard locked to this bonfire anyway, I'm pretty sure. So... Here's Seath's experiments. Hey, buddy. These guys are actually running away from them, which is kind of funny. They will actually run away and try and get away. Which I love. It's a great kind of... I don't know. World building, I suppose. I don't know why I'm letting this guy out, but I am. Again, nothing in here. I just opened this door because I could, I suppose. So those weird experiment things are coming up, as you can see here. They're very fast. and very creepy. Pretty easy to kill, though. Also, the only reason that they're angry is because the music is playing. They're actually not docile per se, but they're not aggressive if you don't have this music running. If you go and turn the music off, they won't attack you. Unless you go, like, right up next to them. I don't think this guy can get into the cell, which is interesting. I think the idea here is that you can go into these places to hide from these things, but I tend to just kill them. I usually find it easier. Ow. These ones aren't as fast, but they seem to jump. I don't know whether or not all of them can jump and the first ones were just faster or what, But if we come this way, there's a way to drop down to an item. Did he dodge me there? That was incredibly impressive. Extra key, which is useful because it opens all the other doors that we couldn't open before. As I said, it's generally easier to kill all these guys. Also, I find the music really annoying, but I'm just going to leave it on for now. So now we have the extra key, we can open this door. Which gets us another item. Soul of a Brave Warrior, I really don't care about if I'm being perfectly honest, but, you know, it's there. I can open the other one as well, which I'll go do, I suppose. Also, I know, I think I just said this, but the music is really, really annoying. Which makes me tempted to go turn it off immediately, but I'll leave it for now. So we can open this extra key. And doing so allows us to drop down to this item down here, if you're careful. There you go. Another Soul of a Brave Warrior. I also think there's like a... I think I'm thinking of a different door, but there's a Dark Moon Seance Ring or something that you can get if you go the other way. Also, I don't want to die to fall damage. But if you come this way, it actually gets you directly above the music player, which is nice, I suppose. There's a bunch of snake men down there, though, so be careful. Case in point. I should have turned the music off. This was a bad idea. Yeah, it kind of worked out alright. Oof. Partial parry on that. Symmetrical death. Gotta love it. So I can run up and turn this music off, which will make these guys docile, which I think I'm gonna do if I can get past them. Yeah, I did. Good. I should have done that before I jumped down them in the first place, but you see they're very aggressive. I think I'm gonna kill this guy, because it seems stupid not to. Also, this is the key that we require for later on. Giant door key. It's for the key at the very, very top of the room. Now let's turn this horribly discordant music off. Also a little trick that, actually I should have checked it, because I don't know whether it still works in Definitive Edition, but in the original version of the game, if you save and quit, well, after the, snake comes and turns this on, excuse me, in the cutscene, if you just save and quit, it turns itself off. Which makes the area a lot easier. But if we now come down here... they're back in their hole. And they're far less aggressive. They will attack you still if you get close to them. Like this one here will sort of run at you a bit, but comparatively. Also, that's a grab attack. Don't get hit by that. Now, I've killed all the ones that are hostile. These two... are crying. And clearly they're women. I kind of want to leave them alive, but I'm going to kill them for... Notice they don't attack me, they just run away. Bountiful Sunlight. And Soothing Sunlight. If we look at those two spells... Special miracle granted to the Maidens of Guinevere, Princess of the Sun. The miracles of Guinevere, the princess cherished by all, grant their blessing to a great many warriors. And Soothing Sunlight. Granted to the Maidens of Guinevere, Princess of the Sun. So these were the handmaidens, essentially, of Guinevere, and they've been turned into these things. Presumably all the other ones either were handmaidens of Guinevere, or just other women that he'd kidnapped and turned into these weird creatures. For some reason or another, he seems to be experimenting on immortality, among other things.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, yeah?
I'm not a student of the arts, but
hello
okay.
Again.
Okay. So, we have to come back here with another key. I can show you where to get said key later on. We've already been going for like nearly 20 minutes, which is kind of insane, but I think I'm going to kick this to a slightly longer episode. And then next episode we will kill Seath. Because then we're not going to have Dark Souls for another 4 weeks after that, so I want to have Seath dead in the next episode, definitely. And I think if I make this one like 30 minutes, and then the other one will probably be about 30 minutes to kill Seath, it should work out fairly well. Now, as I was saying... Oh, what is wrong with my cat? You may be able to hear that. Give me a second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. It's meowing about something. Being very loud. Okay. So what I was saying is, we're going to make this episode a bit longer, because I want to actually get Seath dead before we go on Dark Souls break and go back to Witcher. We're very close to the end of Dark Souls, actually. So... I think definitely next time we go back to Dark Souls, it'll be completed in the next series, because we're damn close. Need jumping. No, you need to walk off is what you need to do. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I should have jumped. That lizard didn't even see me, which is weird. Snake. Snake Man didn't even see me, which is kind of interesting. And surprising, to be perfectly honest. I do want to get down there, because I want the ring that's down there, but... There we go. That's better. But if you come in here, we get the Maiden set and the White Seance ring. Where do they put the Maiden set? Could be anywhere. There it is. White robe worn by travelling maidens, it is part of their formal attire, regardless of rank. It is soft and well made, but does not offer much in the way of defense, making it ill-suited to use in battle. And then for the ring, we get... a divine ring entrusted to the head bishop of the Way of White, an apostle of Allfather Lloyd, uncle to Lord Gwyn. It grants additional attunement slots. The head bishop of the Way of White is the guardian of law and caste, and one of the great royals of Thoroland. It's very interesting there. because it goes more into the religion of the people. Because we sort of see Gwyn and we assume that because he's like a god, he's like a progenitor of the world. But he's not really, he's just someone who took a soul and became particularly powerful. Like his uncle was someone very, very high in the church. Which is, it's weird to think of him as having a family, but I don't know, it's strange. But now we have this key, we can get through this door, which is nice. The key from the chest all the way down the bottom is the large door key, which will open this door right in front of us. Right in front of us now, as I get up the ladder. Giant door key, I should say. That was weird. I couldn't use Esther's. I believe there's a guy to the right here. I was correct. Also an archer. And a guy to the right, to the left of the archer. Trying to give you the 1-2 hide him around the corner kind of idea, but honestly I'm not too worried about it. And here, we come into the Duke Archives proper. Oh, hello. I let him get that off, which is annoying. Did it buff the other guy? No, because I think he's dead. So this is a weird kind of spinny elevator room. It's weird. This is where we first came in, by the way. Oh, fucking... Did you really snipe me with an arrow all the way from down there? That was impressive. So this is the room we first came in. We ran through there. I've got to be careful I don't die here, but... He won't be able to hit me. We came from directly below us, and that was the stairway we went up, and then we went up that elevator there. So that's the actual room that we're in. We've found our way back to the base room. I'm gonna get away from this caster, because fuck him, essentially. Kill him. But this also has a stairway in it, and this is the room we're trying to get to the bottom of, essentially. You want to get to the bottom of this room. Is the end goal. And there's a few ways to do it. But notably, if you stand in the middle of this staircase... It's very hard to explain things when there's assholes shooting me. If you stand in the middle of that staircase and you hit that lever, it will turn both staircase... God damn it. It will turn both staircases around. In fact, I will illustrate it just so I can kill this motherfucker. This will spin the staircase. And it also spins the staircase in the other room. In fact, I think I wanted to do that anyway, but I kind of wanted to be up on the other side first. But anyway, I'll do some exploring like this. I think there was some items I could have got, and I think I need the stairway the other direction to get those items, but we'll see, I suppose. I honestly can't remember how to do this puzzle, to be perfectly honest. Chest ahead. Sweet. An actual chest, not a mimic. That's always nice. There is a mimic in one of these things. Can't remember where it is, though. Twinkling Titanite. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to spin this again. I don't need to for progression, but I'm pretty sure I need to for loot. So this is the way it was originally. Nothing there. Kill this guy. No, I don't need to for loot. The loot that I was thinking of was that chest where I got the Twinkling Titanite. That's fine. Good, good. So I originally came through that door, I walked up this stairway, we then turned this around. Okay, I know what I'm doing. It's all good. Duke Archives aren't confusing whatsoever. The one thing you need to know though is that when you move one staircase, it turns the other one as well. So there's a staircase in both rooms, and it turns both. Now, if you guys remember, there was an asshole here shooting spells. He's still here. I'm gonna kill this guy first. But what we can do is we can jump down. He's likely gonna teleport. He didn't. Which is good, means he dies. What he usually does is teleport over to there. Like, where you just dropped down from, which is a real pain in the ass. Worth noting. Is this one there? No, that's a real chest as well. I know there's a mimic around here somewhere, I just can't remember. Ooh, sorcery. I know there's a mimic around here somewhere, I just can't remember where it is specifically. We're good. You notice how often I run through this area without looting things, where I have to check everywhere for loot. But if we turn this one more time... This is the way it was originally, but we came in through there, so we couldn't get to the thing. But now we can come down here, and we're good. We have reached the correct direction. I could have sworn there was a mimic here somewhere. Maybe I'm just misremembering. This guy's annoying, because he's very hard to kill, but... Once we get down here, I care a lot less. The reason being is we open up this, and we've got ourselves a shortcut. And a bonfire. Both of which are useful. Moves this bookcase out of the way. Which gets us to this bonfire. I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, just to show you what's in this room here. And then we're going to call it, because that's the bonfire I wanted to get to for the end of this episode. If we come in here, for starters... Whoa, very dark. Something weird going on with the colours there. It's weird kind of colour correction bullshit going on here. I can't see anything. Probably worse for you guys. That room is just pitch black. It's very strange. Alright, so this area here has a few things of note. One, there's an item here. We get the channeler set. Giant cell key. Now, that's interesting because that's how we unlock the door to let Logan out, which I'm gonna go do. That was the one thing I wanted to do before going to the next episode. This here is a mimic, obviously. But he gives an enchanted falchion, which is a fairly good weapon, to be perfectly honest. And we get crystal ember here, so you can create crystal weapons, finally. And also, it's a very appropriate place to get a crystal ember, to be fair. But we want to head back. I did not want to do that, that's for sure. Ugh. He dropped his shield. That's an odd drop for him. These guys are essentially a nuisance for me now more than anything else. So we have to go back to Logan, and I may actually cut there. Essentially we just have to go up these stairs. It's not particularly difficult to get there, it's just tedious. So what I'll do is I'll actually cut, and we'll be back at the Logan door. Well, that's unfortunate. How did you guys follow me? Really? I am so impressed. Well done, Dark Souls AI. For the record, I'm probably just gonna throw the clip in from the point where I first ran past them. They followed me out of that room, down onto that balcony, across that balcony, down to that balcony, down to here, then down... Hands off. Hands off to them. God damn. Anyway, we're back at Logan. Holy shit. That's really surprising. Alright, so there's a lot of these guys. Should be able to kill them all. Alright, they're all dead. So that's something. Hey Logan, I came to free you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
He says he'll share them with us. He sells them to us.
Don't mind me. Go on ahead.
Whoops, I missed that dialogue.
Hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll head out soon. I wish to lay down my plans before I visit the archives.
Fair enough. So I've saved him. We also get Firekeeper Soul? Yeah, Firekeeper Soul from down here, which is interesting. It implies that he's been capturing Firekeepers. There is another place where we've seen a Firekeeper that was being watched over by a channeler, and we found their soul there, which is interesting. So it seems a lot of these people were probably Firekeepers as well. It's... whether he was turning all of these from Firekeepers, or whether he was turning just maidens in general into those things, it's hard to say. And it's also hard to say for what purpose as well. Please tell me I have a Homeward Bone. I have 10, good. Saves me running all the way back there. Also, I have enough for a level up, I think. I do indeed. 29 endurance, we're almost to my 30 level that I wanted to be at. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I guess I'll go talk to Logan. Logan, after you save him, will be in this room down here. This room that was hellishly dark. Like, seriously, that's insane. What is with the way they've done the colours?
Hello there. I was expecting you. This place is truly magnificent. More than expected, even. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you. And the secret of Seath's immortality.
Interesting.
Ah. The secret of Seath's immortality. If you have fought him and were imprisoned, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death.
That's weird.
It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens, the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives, the Crystal Forest.
That's what I love about this game. If you go to the effort of finding and freeing Logan, he tells you how to beat Seath. So he just tells you how to do it. a lot of people end up doing it by accident because you go to the crystal and Seath will come and attack you to try and stop you from getting the crystal. Which ironically leads to his death. But, yeah, I love the way that, like, they have, like, a puzzle boss, essentially, and then they have an NPC tell you how to beat the puzzle, but to do that, you have to free him, which involves finding him in a prison, then running and finding a key, ages away, then going all the way back and freeing him again.
The tomes stored in these archives are truly magnificent. A great pool of knowledge. The fruits of superior wisdom and an unquenchable desire for the truth. Some would say Seath had an unsound fixation. But his work is a beautiful, invaluable resource. All progress demands sacrifice, and I certainly bear no antipathy for that wonderful, scaleless beast. The tomes store
Fair enough. And he will also sell some very cool spells like Soul Spear, as well as Crystal Soul Spear. Crystal Magic Weapon, also very good. Crystal Homing Soul Mass, really, really cool. They're all very expensive. You have to buy a certain amount of money's worth off him before it continues your storyline.
Farewell.
I can't remember how much it is, but it's more than I'm willing to spend on sorceries that I'm never going to use. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, so if you liked the video at any point, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. May as well repair my equipment. Why not?